Drop us a subscribe if you like this kind of content. I hope you do, because this is coming from a creator that is not at the absolute top of his game. Here's my first tip for growing your small YouTube channel. Make each video 1% better. We'll get straight into the video in just a second, but first I've got to clarify, I am in the trenches with you. I haven't got hundreds of thousands of subscribers yet, but we've got a few channels are all around the 1,000 to 3,000 marker. But most importantly, I've learned a great deal, and I want to pass this on to you out there who's looking to start a channel, or if you've had one going for a little while and it's not quite kicked off yet, because mine are starting to really pick up now, and I think I can share some awesome information with you. So let's create together, let's learn together, and let's get through this together. Here's my first tip for growing your small YouTube channel. Make each video 1% better. Don't delay starting your content. Just start the videos, start the process, because there's only one way to learn, and that's making mistakes, watching back videos that you've already posted and going, yeah, I could have done that better. That could have sounded a little bit better. Maybe that shot, maybe that lighting. 1% better each video. Here's a video that I first made. Hopefully that wind level's not too bad, but I've had a few of you guys wondering how the audio was terrible, the quality wasn't great, but we've learnt as the steps have gone on, as the time's gone on. Each of my videos has got that little bit better, and even now, you know, the lighting in here, the camera, it's better than what it was a few weeks ago, and there's still so far to go. So don't delay starting, just aim for 1% better overall in every video you create. Tip number 2, consistency. Now, when we say consistency, it doesn't mean every single day, every other day. If that's consistent for you, then great, but it can be weekly, 2 weekly, or even monthly. But be consistent, because the audience that you want to grow, they want to see you show up, whether that be daily, every other day, weekly, it doesn't matter, but just be consistent so your audience can start getting into the habits of when you're going to upload. And the more you upload, obviously the more you're going to learn anyway. So get into that consistent approach and you will find much more success on YouTube. Because one thing I'd like to add to that is YouTube certainly does reward people that are consistent, in a sense of, if you upload every 6 months, then you might drop out of that person's watch history to a degree. They might find other creators, which is all good, but if you just stay consistent, you'll stay fresh in their mind. Tip number 3. Now this is a biggie. Don't worry about your equipment. If you can go out and afford a camera, a microphone, if you really want to hit this from the off, then go for it. But just remember, you need to learn how to use that equipment, or if you know already, then great. But most people have got literally one of these in their pockets, which has a 4K camera or even a 1080p. Just get started with what you've got. My only recommendation for this is, if your audio isn't great on your phone, then get a lav mic or a wireless microphone, because audio is more important than video quality, especially when you're starting out. Ultimately, video quality and sound and audio, when they're both combined, powerhouse. But if you're going to pick and choose, if you're going to make do with something, make do with your camera and get a microphone. I have put a link in the description just for a couple of options, lower priced options. Obviously, if you want to have a look, go for it. But the main point here is audio over video, especially when you're learning. Tip number 4, do not stress yourself out if you don't make an upload, or if you miss your day, or if you miss your day or your week to upload. When you're starting out, you are in a learning phase, and in that learning phase, you will miss a day, you will miss a week, but don't beat yourself up about it. I have had that where I've woke up in the morning and had not having to upload it for a few days and just been like, almost just not in the best of places, because I haven't looked, you know, when you wake up, I always look at my phone analytics straight away. If I haven't uploaded, I'm like, eh. If I've uploaded the night before, I'm like, whoa. Like, It's just a habit that you get into. But don't stress if you miss a day or miss a video. Just work even harder on the next one. Now, tip number 5, the most important one, be yourself. If you are trying to copy a creator or someone that you watch, that person's already on YouTube. You're not. Just be yourself. Now that takes a little while. You can't just really be yourself if you're not comfortable on a camera straight away. You just can't. So get started. Go back to tip number 1. Yeah, tip number 1. Make 1% better each video. During that 1% and each video, you will become more comfortable. It's only been now after about 8 months of uploading where I've actually just started being myself in my vlogs on my other channel, where I'm just starting to let out a little bit of my kind of nutty side, if you like. But people like it. People like it. They don't want the robots and they don't want another person that they're already watching. Be yourself. And just a little bonus tip, always reply to your comments. The more interactions on your YouTube channel, the more it will grow. The more comments, the more likes, the more subscribers. These are all combinations for the algorithm. And I don't like to use that word, I like to replace it with audience. I don't say the algorithm doesn't like me, I say the audience doesn't like the video. Because ultimately, the audience finds the videos don't find the audience. Drop us a subscribe if you like this kind of content. I hope you do, because this is coming from a creator that is not at the absolute top of his game. We're still in the trenches, we're still learning, and when I learn, you learn, and hopefully when you learn, I can learn. So let me know in the comments where you're at on the journey, any problems that you've had, how did you overcome them? Let's do this together.